Okay, hey there. I'm Adam, the amateur gourmet, and I'm here with a copy of Michael Symon's new cookbook, Live to Cook. And not only that, I'm also here with Michael Symon. Hey, maybe I could try to squeeze in the shot with you.
That's good.
We're
Look
gonna
at
make
that.
it a little
All right.
less awkward. So tell us about the book. How long did it take you to write it?
It took about almost 3.5 years or
Wow.
so. Been working on it,
That's
but
unbelievable.
it's fun because it's a bunch of recipes from childhood till now. So
Okay.
cooking with my mom, my grandparents, Liz, my wife, and then stuff that we do at Lola and on Iron Chef.
So tell us about the process of writing a cookbook. Where do you start?
Well, for me, it was what did I want to accomplish?
Right.
And I obviously I'm a chef, but I didn't want this chef book that like sits on a coffee table and it's like, oh, look at me, I'm a chef, blah blah blah.
Right.
I wanted a book that people cooked out of. So I started thinking, what made me want to become a chef? And then
Right.
it was like the food that I was raised on. That's where my passion started. So I felt that to tell those stories and the lessons that I learned in my kitchen as a child to kind of where I am now just made sense.
Now, I have to say one of the best, I'm not just trying to flatter you here, but one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life were the pierogies.
Oh, thanks. They're in here.
Yeah. No, I know. I saw the recipe. There was just, I remember about them as because I've had pierogies before, but there was also like a crispy, the crust gets
crunch
crispy.
them in a little bit of
it
butter.
Was so good. And the filling was so moist in the
Thank you.
horseradish. You guys have to make this. I'm going to try to make it maybe.
You can make them. They're
Okay.
very simple to make. They're
Wow.
one of the more complex things in the book, but they're not that hard to make.
Is it beef cheeks? That
Beef
you use?
cheeks,
Okay,
yeah.
so I can just find that in the butcher shop?
Sure, absolutely.
Awesome. I asked my readers what they wanted to ask you, and a big question, of course, is Iron Chef. How's that going for you? Enjoying it?
It's going great. We just finished another season. I did 11 battles this year.
Wow.
And I love it. I mean, you get to cook against the greatest chefs in the world. You get to cook next to culinary luminaries like
Right.
Bobby and Mario and Morimoto. I mean, it's awesome.
What were some of the more difficult battles for you in terms of ingredient? Was there anything that was just really like...
Some of the ones that may seem easy tend to be the harder ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like battle basil was very hard
Oh, right.
because it could overpower stuff, but you have to make it focal. And when it's not a protein, it's hard.
What was some of your favorite battles you've done?
I love battle suckling pig.
Oh, wow, that sounds
Was
fun.
a lot of fun.
Right.
Even though I lost, which I haven't done a lot of, but I lost. Battle octopus was a blast for me.
So what's one ingredient you haven't done yet that you'd love to do in Iron Chef?
I'd love to do like a whole lamb or a whole goat.
Wow. Okay.
I would really like that.
Iron Chef producers, take note.
Pay attention, Bruce.
a whole goat,
lamb,
yeah.
whole goat. Got it?
Would you use the head?
I'd use it all.
Wow, that'd be cool. I want to watch that. Maybe I'll rig it and I'll sneak in a goat. And
There
put
you
it
go,
under the
just
thing and
hang it
swap
out.
it out. Yeah. So I guess the final question would be what's next? Now the book's out, Iron Chef. Anything else?
We're still working on it. Restaurants. We're getting ready to open up our first burger concept, which we've been working on for about 5 years, called the B Spot. Burgers, beer, bratwurst, bologna, and bourbon.
That's a lot of beef. Not all at once, I would imagine.
I have everything at the same time.
On a blender. Wow, that sounds insane. Yeah, well, that's awesome. I'm going to come back to Cleveland and eat at your new place.
Please do.
That sounds
It
great.
was fun having you the first time. I'd love to have you again.
I'd love to come back. Well,
We'll
congratulations.
get you back in that kitchen again.
I know,
did a
yeah,
fine
that was
job.
embarrassing. These
No,
people
you
might
did
not
good.
have seen some of that, but I cooked in his kitchen. He said I was one of the best new
The
chefs
best.
he'd ever
The
hired.
It was like magic.
He had to beg, he was trying to beg me to stay. And
I did. I offered him lots of money. But
Actually, you had a big impact on my cooking in my own kitchen because when I lifted the knife to cut the beef, you and all the chefs gasped in horror at how I was doing it. So now I curl my fingers.
See, you got
and
the
I hold the
quick
top of the
lesson.
blade and I go like
See?
that, right? Oh,
Yeah, down, there you go.
Down like that. Yeah, you got to curl your fingers. So
Yeah.
there you go, Michael.
You got to
Symon.
curl them, or else they will no longer exist.
Well, I hope as a last thing I can get you to sign my book. Well, I'm excited to cook from it. I might make your tomato soup tonight with blue cheese in it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it sounds kind of strange to me that you put blue cheese in a hot soup. Does it just kind of melt in
You
there?
just zip, yep, and it's delicious.
Yeah, it sounds really
You'll
good. I've
love it.
never done that before, so it sounds really good. It says, live to cook, always fun. Michael Symon, thanks very much.
Thanks, Adam.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.